Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another shitty album review. Today's review will be for the debut album by the emo pop rock band Boys Like Girls. To start, the band name is stupid. Thank you Martin Johnson, John Keefe, Ryan Donahue and Paul Di Giovanni for explaining something obvious enough for breadbaskets to understand. They must be trying to cover up their own behind-the-scenes affairs and liaisons within the band. They could also be called boys who look like girls. Just take a look. Not to mention the album cover. What you are looking at is the laziest and most unimaginative creation ever committed to in Photoshop. I can't even tell what the fuck it is I'm looking at. It looks like paint is dripping from the cap of a white bottle. Then there are paint smears below it. It is very likely that those paint smears are actually highly rendered and neon painted shit smears. Back when I was in high school, this band and this album was raved about amongst both the hair dye brain damaged CD bopper girls and self-centered preps alike. Both of those groups are full of morons. The songs are derivative pop rock with a grossly whiny voice over the mix. They sound just like all the other emo pop rock bands. Who would want to listen to this shit? They sound like a bunch of bitches. There's hardly an interesting guitar riff found in all 12 songs in the album. There's also no solos to be found, but if I'm wrong and there actually is one, then they are rare for this band and not even halfway decent. The only barely decent song of the 12 has to be Thunder, because the vocalist dials back the high-pitched shrieking, but that's a very brief moment in the song. Strangely, for a pop-punk band, they use pattering digital drum percussion in some of the tracks, like Me, You, and My Medication. It doesn't fit the genre and is gimmicky. The album never departs from the emo drawl and each song has the same power chord and crash cymbal saturated chorus and you will almost never hear the bass due to how compressed the sound is. The vocals reach their pinnacle of ear rape in the song Learning to Fall. The track that follows, Heels Overhead, opens with a horrible excuse for lyrics. The musicality repeats itself from the 9 tracks before it. Here is a sample of the lyrics. I got your runaway smile in my piggy bank, baby, gonna cash it right in. For a new Mercedes you were worth 100,000 miles, but you couldn't stay a while. I got your little brown shirt in my bottom drawer, baby, and your little white socks in the top drawer. Holy Jesus, somebody call Chris Hansen. Martin Johnson is a pedophile. It's the same formula in each and every song and all the lyrics are juvenile. This band must be the reason why all those scene girls and preps were so retarded when they were speaking in class. All those major chords and shameless approximately feminine sounding vocal harmonies in those sound-alike choruses were frying their brains. In recent news, they have a new album coming out in a few weeks and it's going to blow just as hard as the first one, if not worse. Don't listen to boys that look like girls, listen to real rock music.